Welcome back to the Board Gamers campaign, The Black Castle. In this episode, it's Ogre for someone in the party. And who am I? Stay tuned to find out.
Before we get started, I have a lot of housekeeping things to say. You guys might have noticed that we have not been able to post a video in about a month and a half. A lot of things happened, but the biggest deal is we have officially lost one of our members. Dakota will unfortunately no longer be a part. He had to drop. He had some other priorities, and he just said it's not going to work out. Unfortunately, the story is written about 4 static characters, so sloppy as it is, we are going to just have to essentially replace his character in the narrative. So I'd like to introduce our new permanent member, Alex. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about your character?
Hello, my name's Alex. I've been playing D&D off and on through many editions for more than 20 years. And I'm excited to tackle D&D roguelike with the Black Castle. My character's name is Viggo of Interex. He is a centaur, outlander, bard. Probably going to go, College of Swords. We'll see. But he is the war drummer of his centaur stampede and bearer of the sacred traditions of his people. Hopefully I'll be able to, use my drums and war cries to strike terror into our enemies and do a whole lot of shenanigans with high mobility because I've got 4 hooves. Yeah.
I mean, a centaur, running at me doing a drum solo, I would be very intimidated.
I support this.
I think it's a really cool idea, especially if you've played games like Warcraft or things of that nature have Makoto, which are mounted beasts with war drums and stuff. And I just love this is the mount with a war drum, and the fact that you are a mount with a war drum is just such a cool character idea, and I think that's going to be really fun. But as we mentioned, I know it's I know it's sloppy. I've lost a lot of sleep and had been very stressed figuring out how we were going to do this. How we were going to explain Dakota's character just no longer existing, whether we're going to do some sort of narrative of he walks away or something, but there wasn't really a way for me to fit it into the overarching story of his character disappearing forever and a new character replacing him. So, unfortunate as it may be, we will just have to go forward with the assumption that Tobias basically never existed and Viggo was there the whole time. I hope you'll forgive us on how clumsy that is, but luckily we're only 2 episodes in, so moving forward, Viggo will be party number 4, and I hope you guys are...
Well, Derek, you totally missed out on one golden opportunity, and that's for, after our little combat in the forest, and us being like, all right, guys, let's rest up and carry on, for the castle to just pulse with this dark energy, and you just hear this voice in your mind that just says, change places! And then he's just gone, and now we have Viggo, and it's we've known Viggo the entire time.
Oh my god. Why did no one else think of that?
I'm picturing that scene from The Wiz where,
Go on.
just says, nah, we're going to do yellow now. That's what we're going to do. So
I haven't seen that.
Is Centaur now.
See, I pictured it as more like musical chairs. And Tobias just didn't get a seat.
Yeah. I mean, Willow, I wanna give Willow credit because she came up with so many cool ideas of how it could work. But I was the whole time I was you don't understand, and I can't explain to you why it doesn't work unless I ruin the story for you. So I mean, eventually you guys will figure out why this group of 4 is important and why we can't just replace a member in it. But by the way, I'm keeping all that banter in, especially the Wiz part. That was great. And Matt, your idea is actually what happened. You guys finished the combat and change places happened, and now there's a centaur.
My notes just say, we just met Viggo, we've known him all along.
Yeah, he's been there the whole time. You've done many adventures. You guys fought a dragon together. Remember that thing that happened?
Yeah, I remember him. He galloped to our to our salvation.
Yeah, he was there. He inspired you with courage. Again, sorry. I know that's clumsy. I know it's a bad storytelling, but we're gonna move forward from here.
Many a drum was soloed that day, I tell you.
Yeah.
It was like a drum solo, and he just clopped his hooves on the stone floor, and it was 2 drum solos at once.
Yeah, it was badass. Um,
I honestly considered tap dancing as my form of performance.
that would have been
Oh.
good too.
My God.
You know.
That
I
would
don't
have
know.
also.
I figure I might have like on my front feet. I might have some of those little like jingly tambourine bell things. So I'm a one-man band, guys. It's percussion coming out every orifice.
It's the best character.
Giggity.
Also, I'm technically proficient in bagpipes, but I wasn't going to do that to you. So
No.
Oh Lord.
I can at least play the drums. So I got that going for the pleasure of the stream.
So also another piece of housekeeping, and I've already talked to John about this. Makoto has been a little, I mean, I wouldn't say OP, but he has been using his samurai class features despite being only level 1 and not having those. We've already talked about it, and we realized it. So no more stance using until you learn it.
No more crits.
Sophie unplugged my headphones.
She says
You will listen to me and only me, Father.
Right? She says, "Father, listen not to your friends. Do not the podcast that you wish to do."
Been a
Does
month.
your baby talk like the Bible?
Because
I mean,
why
fair
not?
question.
My
God.
cat, I imagine him just talking like Carl from Jimmy Neutron. So
Can you break us off a piece of that, Matt?
oh, why is my food not around? I don't understand.
I'm dead. Yeah.
I just poured you food in the bowl, but it's not on the floor where I usually eat it.
Father has forsaken me.
My life is pain.
Father is an unjust God.
God.
I love it.
That's perfect.
I love all of this. I missed you guys.
I missed you. Wait, I live with you.
Yeah.
I still missed you though.
That's nice.
And I missed you too,
Oh.
Viggo. I mean, God, it's been so long.
I know. Thanks for inviting me to come back and see you guys again for the very first time.
Yeah, the first time forever. I mean, ideally, this group, nothing happens to it because I really want to keep this group and move forward. I want this to be. I mean, yes, this is the story that I invented, but I want the show to be our show. So, I hope it's important to everyone.
I'm important.
You are important.
Indeed.
All of you are important and valid members, especially the guy that's been here the whole time.
Totally.
Are we talking about me again?
Yes.
Hello, I exist.
Viggo was the first one here.
Yeah.
He founded the group.
Yeah, he this is his idea the whole time.
Yeah, he was like,
Wow.
Derek, I want you to make a story.
This exact story
Derek,
that I know nothing about.
Derek, write a story that you wrote 5 years ago.
He's been around the
That
whole
you've
time,
played
though.
6 times.
Yeah. That I've only gotten 1 or 2 sessions in 3 separate occasions. But that's,
And then you're like, well, I do have this idea called the Black Castle. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, why there gotta be a Black Castle?
yeah. Progressing from what happened, you guys basically, I'll give a quick recap since it's been a while. You came through the forest. You were chasing after Slaver encampment. There was a split path. Makoto wanted to go left because he flipped a coin, I think. And
Yep.
Kor-Loq had the brilliant idea of follow the trail.
Yep.
The trail was
It's
not
fair.
left. The trail was north, and you went north, and some dudes jumped you, and you thoroughly bopped them.
Yes, we did.
Now,
I
immediately,
still think we should have gone left.
left is still an option if you want to do that.
No,
Um,
we've gone too far.
But it has only been about 10 seconds after the final blow has been dealt. This matters because about 20 seconds pass, and the first body that you killed, everyone give me a perception check.
Oh god, I gotta remember how to do this. Hold on. Oh yeah! I got a 20!
You did get a 20.
Oh,
You both
I got
rolled 15,
19.
you both rolled 15 on the die.
19. Or Koto.
Kor-Loq got a 14.
I have a 16.
Everyone noticed it. After that combat, first person that Makoto cut down, his body starts disintegrating. Not like it's not violent.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's setting the mood. There's owls in this forest, Eric.
Background music.
So you see the body. It kind of like dissolves into these white strands, and the body is no longer there. And the people who rolled above a 15, so Makoto and Chase, you notice a small little red gem is left behind, and the other bodies soon thereafter do it. And if you roll me an intelligence check,
I'm not even smart enough to think about doing this.
yeah. That's
Oh wait,
fair.
I am not bright.
There it is.
Aha! Yeah.
There you go. Mine is the best. I win. I win the game. The end.
With that 18, you realize because you see the first body do it, and then you're looking to throw out the other ones, and you do notice that they are dissipating in the order in which they were killed. Specifically, the combat was so fast they all died pretty much in the same 1 or 2 rounds. And doing a quick little count in your head, it's about 30 seconds after they fell that they started dissipating. And there is a small red gem left behind all of them. And that being said, there was 6 guys. So there are 6 red gems if you wish to collect them.
Hey, can one of you who's more knowledgeable of magic take a look at these gems? I don't know if they're safe to the touch.
I'll gladly take a look. Is that the right accent? Did I do the right one this time?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Also, can we just talk about real
Right
quick?
now.
I thought that my accent was on point, and then I heard myself on recording, and I was like, "What? That's not the accent I thought it was."
Welcome to hearing your own voice recorded. It's never what you think it is.
It really throws you off at first. I heard when I first started streaming, I was like, "No, that's not what I sound like."
Yeah, right?
Sucks.
I was like, man, I hate editing my own voice, and now I'm just like, whatever, that's what I sound like.
Just take this down.
It is the weirdest
a
thing.
half a decibel.
Let's edit this so I
that's-
sound like a
that's the main
cooler
thing.
dude.
I sound awesome.
Yeah. Well, not
Say-
as bright as I thought. It's
Say that.
fine.
Okay.
Right, I've rolled a 10.
Seems fine. You don't know what it is. It's just a pretty red jewel. They're pretty small. I would say,
To a
half.
fairy.
Well, to a fairy, I would say they're a little bit smaller than you. To a regular person, I would say about half the size of your thumb.
So I probably wouldn't be able to pick it up anyways, right?
You could probably pick them up. They're not heavy. They're
So
just like
they're crystals about the size of dice.
yeah, they're about that big. Yeah. They're not like a uniform shape. They're kind of just looks like red rocks, but they're pretty bright. They're not like glowing or anything, but it doesn't just look like this is a red rock I found in the gun. Like it's noticeably like a jewel of some kind.
So it's clear and
Yeah, it
transparent.
is transparent and clear. They are see-through red jewels.
Kor-Loq will pick one up.
Okay.
Koto will
Could-
also pick up one. And
Could
actually,
someone
I'll
grab one for me?
I
What
feel
if
like
they're
one of
like
us could hold on to all of them.
What if they're like the souls of the creatures, though? Should we then take the gems, or should we leave them here? I really have a lot of questions about this, and I want to study it, but at the same time, what if it's like a cultural thing?
It might be important to this castle.
Right. I mean, we can see what happens if we try to take it out. What is happening with this accent? It just keeps changing.
It's fine. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
Sorry.
You gotta get back into it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we should continue onward and see what happens then.
So, does that mean you guys are heading north?
Correct.
Would we follow?
Head north.
Are you heading stealthily or casually or hurriedly?
I feel like Kor-Loq would just do as he did before. He's just gonna walk at he's just gonna walk at his normal pace. Like he's not gonna be like in a rush. He's just walking forward.
Mechanically speaking, I don't think that's the absence of stealth. I think it's just like, I wouldn't call it like taking 10, but would taking 5 be a fair assumption? If you're just casually walking, you're not like, I'm running through screaming, but you're also not like skulking.
I mean, if that's the way you want to want to do it. I mean, I feel like I'm literally just like following these tracks, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to be like quiet about it or anything. I'm just like I'm moving forward.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think mechanically,
You're
like
neither skulking nor scuttling.
like
Indeed.
mechanically, I don't want to be like, if everyone stealths and you walk forward, that means that no one is stealthing. Like mechanically, that doesn't make sense to me. If the group as a whole is stealthy and you're not like jumping up and down and doing hopscotch and singing a song, then I feel like as a whole you could be fairly stealthy, but not like actively so. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's
I
I mean, it's an interesting question of passive perception versus passive stealthiness, but
It's like a high dex character would always be walking quietly. I feel, not even if like they're not actively trying to be stealthy. You know,
yeah, just instinctually.
it's just like they are light on their feet, therefore they have a passive, quiet walk. That being said, I don't know Kor-Loq's stat.
I think my dex is like a 14.
Yeah, so I would say even when you're not trying to be stealthy, you're not loud per se.
Yeah, it's 14.
I think that's fair to say. That being said, if anyone does want to be stealthy, you can go ahead and give me those rolls.
I would say it will come up when someone intentionally wants to do something, for instance, scouting ahead,
Yeah.
with intention rather than merely traveling. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have to worry about it, I guess.
Okay.
Group stealth has never made sense in any game. So
Yeah,
no
no.
good win.
So yeah, you guys head forward. You're going down that path. I will show you where you come up to. Why don't you all give me a perception?
I rolled a 22 for Makoto.
I rolled a 19.
Kor-Loq rolled a rock.
Viggo has a 10.
So Kor-Loq rolled a 5. So I'm literally just looking at the ground at these tracks and just going forward. I'm paying no mind to anything else around me.
Kor-Loq is leading. Kor-Loq, you do see what looks like a small campfire and a very small encampment in the distance. And you don't hear anything though. Makoto, you do hear some things.
Kor-Loq, stay on your toes.
You hear a guy shouting, help, and then a loud, like, socking noise, and a voice says, "Oh, you'll tell us where the key is, or we'll feed you to a friend." And you don't hear a response. Are you continuing leisurely? Do you announce that to the group?
I kind of quietly go. I guess I would know at this point who would be the more stealthy of the people in the group.
I
who
go
would that be?
invisible.
Yeah, I would go to Chase and be like, Chase, there's someone in front of us. I need you to go inspect that while I let the rest of the group know. And I kind of like do a hand signal that we've been using before that maybe says stop.
Is it a hand up that says stop?
It's definitely just a fist in the air like everyone else uses.
Like every
Just
SWAT team
stop.
in the universe.
Yeah, every single one.
Do you...
Gotcha.
Okay, do you guys
Good to
stop or
know.
proceed?
So I guess I would go on and I would use my thingamabob to go invisible. Hold up. I need to double check and make sure I got this still.
You might want to check that, because I think you get that at level 3. If that's a class feature, you get it 1 or 3, because a lot of races get their spells as they level up, and I think invisibility is one you don't get until level 3.
Dang it. I think you're right. I have nothing. I suck.
I mean, you are tiny,
do
and you can
normal
fly.
stealth. Yeah, you can still do
Yeah.
normal stealth.
Yeah, let me see my stealth. I have a +2 to stealth, so
Yeah, you got this.
Mind you, just because your stealth is low does not mean they will be able to see you. Like, even if you roll bad stealth, you are still the size
I
of a
glow.
fly. Even if
I
you roll like
glow.
a
They might not even be expecting you either.
like a stealth roll of 10 for you is like a stealth roll of 25 for someone who's not the size of a fly. Just saying.
yeah. That's fair, I guess. All right, we'll try it. Yeah, I'll fly up and I'll try to still stay hidden because yes.
Plus, by being above them, you sort of naturally have something to hide behind, because who spends their time looking up?
Yeah,
I mean,
like, hypothetically, if you were to fly into like a tree and just like sit on a branch, even if you roll bad, I mean, you're still very small and in a tree.
yeah, so I'd probably try to stay hidden still, just because of the fact that even though she's not confident, you know what I'm saying? She's not cocky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
He is
Yeah, we'll
Bostonian though.
And I rolled an 11.
So I would say about 100 feet forward, because you're going through a path, and you do see some trees that you can kind of skip between as you move forward. You do see the encampment, and you see some people up there.
That's all I see. Like, I don't make out anything.
Yeah, you see, I will give you a little bit more details. You see, to the left, let me just throw you guys on the map so you can get an idea while I describe this to you. Okay, so going forward through you see a clearing, you see some benches, and a kind of a ripped up tent. And to the left, you see a wolf and a bandito, just a regular bandit. He's got some sort of urn next to him, and he's pouring some sort of chemicals in it, and there's a smell that's starting to waft through the air. And in front of the tent, you see a guy on his knees and another guy holding a blade, like pointed at him, basically. And he also has a wolf near him. And you hear him again. He says, "You'll tell me where the key is. We already have your leader, and if we can't get the information from him, we know you are his aide. You'll either tell us, or you'll tell our friend." And then he shouts out, he says, "Oi, is that bait ready?" And the guy near the urn says, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be here soon." Do you continue?
So I don't know how this is gonna work, but you know how I have shrink because I'm a fairy, right?
Yes.
So what if, and hear me out here, I shrink the urn. There's still going to be a small scent from it, or I shrink the sword, one of the two. Like I just fly up real quick, touch the sword, and shrink it, and then fly the F away.
I'm into it. I was gonna say I do think you need to touch the object. So if you fly towards the person, I will make you make another stealth check.
I'm down for that, because one of the things I do is I like try to protect.
Okay.
Stuff because I'm stupid.
Okay. Are you telling the group anything, or are you just solo missioning it?
Not yet. Solo missioning just to make sure that he doesn't die before the people get there.
Are you going straight towards the guy who is interrogating?
I'm going for. I was gonna go for the urn because they said that he'll be here any second, but that's already probably happened, so I'm probably just going to go for the guy with the sword to the other guy's throat, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, give me your stealth check.
Okay. Oh, no. I rolled an 8.
You may notice a tiny colorful fairy.
Okay, so I'm going to say you start flittering out, right? Mm-hmm. And you got about, say, 25 feet, and the wolf immediately, like, you see it sniffing, and it immediately lifts its head and looks straight at you and loudly barks. The bandit who was interrogating the guy looks up towards the wolf, and then up in your direction. He goes, "What the hell is that? Men, get ready. We got company."
Jesus. The bugs in this forest are huge.
They're huge. And you can go ahead and roll me initiative.
They're just gonna straight up fight this fairy that they randomly saw. Like, they don't even know if it's coming back.
Okay. Did you hear me say that as soon as they notice me, I'm just a little zooming past them again to try to get back to my peeps?
So they see you and you're gonna fly backwards? Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna...
If I were to try to say something, nobody would hear me.
No, I mean, are you gonna say something to the guy? He said, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, and I said, "Don't mind me, I'm just a little firefly flying through." You know, completely inconspicuous. It's fine.
Persuasion?
Yeah, I guess roll me a deception.
Oh no. Oh god, I rolled a 7.
Yeah,
Who are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes?
Exactly.
Alright, well, here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna have to roll me initiative.
Okay. It's gonna be a fun time.
Everyone else can roll me initiative too, and tell me what your numbers are, and you're just not gonna be on the turn order until you know that there's a fight happening.
So I rolled a 12, but it also says that it wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected, so...
You have to click your token before you roll to do that.
Well, dang.
Well,
It's
yeah, I didn't know that either.
it-
My first roll was a 10, but I can do it again if it would be better
Yeah.
to send it directly to the thing.
He can just right-click you and add turn. It's weird because that's literally the only token action on the entire character sheet.
It's weird, yeah.
And the worst part is I had myself clicked. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that happened a lot during our other campaign. I mean, no one said roll 20 is perfect. But your
No.
initiative is a 12, Willow?
Yes. But also, Roll20, if you want to sponsor us, please. You're amazing. We love you so much, and you're great.
Yeah, now I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, we're trying to get a sponsorship.
Still pretty cool, considering the circumstances.
Roll 20! Yeah, it's working, I guess.
Guys, I'm trying to get us a sponsorship.
Roll 20! Well, it beats not playing.
Oh my god. The worst. You guys suck.
Roll
Roll
20!
Roll your dice online, because your friends are filthy liars.
Oops. Oops.
Roll 20. Are you on the right layer?
Hey guys, remember how fun Photoshop is to play with? Well,
No.
if I got a game
Now
for
do it
you-
with dice.
Hey, Derek, cut this out.
Roll 20! What the hell am I doing?
This is the worst. Absolute worst.
Roll 20, this is the worst.
Sponsorship.
Roll 20, this is the
Roll
worst.
20 is the absolute worst.
The grid lines are so weird because the picture has grid lines and you also have grid lines.
Yeah,
Is
hey.
that what's going on?
Hey, look. It's called Bowling on a Budget. I'm doing my own thing, alright? No one, it's theater of the mind. The map is just there to help us.
Yeah, the map's not even real.
No one on the podcast needs to know how jank my maps are.
Yeah, way to go.
Except I'm leaving this in because thank you for making fun of me.
It's just so confusing because some of the squares are fine, and then there's like some squares that are like 4 mini squares in each one.
Yeah, it was complicated.
I'll tell you what the joke is: our initiative numbers compared to these bandits.
Yeah, the bandits
we're
are
fucked.
Well, you're fucked.
Yeah,
specifically.
you're in a bad way.
Oh.
You're gonna have to add me to the initiative tracker because I am not on it.
You're on my initiative tracker.
I'm not on mine.
Why? Roll
I can see
20.
everyone.
Why?
I see four enemies, and then I see Kor-Loq, and I see.
And Viggo.
Sorry, I forgot your name. Yeah, Viggo.
Yeah, Viggo.
Yeah, I don't see Chase.
That's
or
all I
myself.
see as well. I don't see you guys yet either.
Because I have 21, 19, 18, 18, 13, 12, 10, 4. Chase, you kerfumbled your stealth, and this guy saw you, and you said some jive shit that did not fly with him, and
Pun.
he pulls out a scimitar and a dagger, and he says, "Well, I'll kill you and feed you to him too."
Wait. First of all, he's gonna feed this tiny fairy to what?
I mean, you'll find out. Why would I ruin the
Okay.
surprise?
Oh man.
I just assume it's the wolf.
All right.
I might be intelligent, but
I like how they're just like, fuck this random ass fairy that's flying by. It's
How-
not doing anything to us, but we're gonna kill it.
I have an important question for you. How high were you flying?
how fly were you at? I would say
400 feet.
probably how tall were the trees?
The big tree. They're not 5 feet tall. They're definitely taller than that. So I don't know. How tall do you think they were?
Oh. I don't know. Well, it would depend on how tall the trees were, because I'm flying right around probably mid-height of the trees.
I mean, it's like a
Let's
forest.
say you're flying at 20
10
feet.
feet?
I was gonna
Oh, yeah,
say,
okay, yeah.
it's a forest, so the trees are at least like 20 feet tall, I would imagine.
Okay, so I'm
Like
flying
50
at like
feet up?
10 or 15 feet high.
Okay, see, that matters because he can't fly and he can't swing at you if you're 10 feet in the air. So he's
When's
gonna.
the last
But
time
he
you
can
killed
throw a
bird in the
dagger.
He can throw himself some damage.
He better
There's a
suck
reason
at it, otherwise
Why
I'm
flying
dead.
types are good again? Fighting.
Yes. So he's gonna throw a dagger at you.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know why he rolled with advantage, but his first roll was a nat 20.
So first attack crits.
So, and he rolled double ones!
Oh, Jesus.
You are lucky duck.
I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I could have been dead.
You are... So
Probably
he
wouldn't
he
have.
throws this knife, it's really deft, and it just clips your, the side of your torso, for 5 damage.
Oh, guess what? I'm bloodied.
Yeah, that could have just straight killed you.
Time to roll a new character. Good luck.
Hashtag level 1 life.
All right. Ha 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 ha. Good times.
So he throws a dagger, it hurts you pretty bad, he crits. Moving on to the wolf. The wolf is gonna...
Oh, I would have screamed. My team
Oh, yeah.
may have heard a squeal.
Yeah, you guys
Of
can
some
roll.
sort.
You guys can roll a perception check to see if you hear her tiny little scream.
Okay, I totally would have been listening.
I'm gonna say beat a 10, and you hear her.
Well, I never got an answer of whether we could hear the conversation from where we were standing. Or
Uh,
not.
Yeah, I figured it would be like a perception, like on our turn or something.
you probably heard him yell to the guy of, "Is the trap ready?" But I don't think you heard the interrogation words. If that makes sense.
Aye.
You probably heard him yell, "Is the bait ready?" And the guy say, "Yeah, I just said it," but probably not anything before that.
All right. Well, Kor-Loq got a 15 perception, so yeah, I've either heard or see what's currently happening.
Oh, wow. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So everyone heard me die. Just
In a scaling up 5, we got Makoto at 10, Kor-Loq at 15, and Viggo at 20. Yeah, you hear a little telltale fairy squeal,
it's not
and that's bad. Since you guys all rolled quite well, and you know she was scouting ahead, I think I'll just let you be on this initiative order. Normally I let you do a surprise round, but I feel like since you were actively listening to her scouting, you weren't necessarily surprised per
We're
se.
just in the brush. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
you're just I'll just say I'm gonna move you guys all back a couple squares, and I'm gonna say you were 50 feet. 50 feet makes sense. But that being said, the wolf turn next, and he looks towards the ferry, and he looks out in the distance, and he is going to spot you guys, and he's going to charge out there. And that is his turn. Actually, he's gonna double move to there. So he's about 20 feet away from Makoto, who is leading. Actually, Kor-Loq, you would probably up there in the lead too. I'm just gonna put you all in a level area, about 25 feet away. Kor-Loq, it's your turn. You got
All right, cool.
you got a wolf about 20 feet away. You got a bandit leader man. I would say about 40 to 50 feet away, and the guy who is setting up the urn is about 50 feet away, and there's a wolf with him as well.
Then, yeah, upon hearing Chase, I guess like scream, clearly being injured, Kor-Loq will go into a rage and move forward towards this wolf, going straight at it, letting out like a bellowing roar as he charges forward for a bite into this wolf.
Yeah, bite that wolf. Show that wolf who's boss. Boss? What?
Both.
He both.
Oh darn. So I rolled an 8 to hit.
Unfortunately, that does not.
Oh wait.
Go on.
Oh wait, no. Rage doesn't give you a bonus to the hit, right?
Not to, but it does give you bonus to damage, and you take half damage from blunt, piercing, and slashing, among some other things.
That's yeah. Okay. So all right, yeah. So an 8 won't hit. So that was my move standard, and then I will take a bonus action to attempt another bite attack at it.
Go for it.
This time I rolled a 6. So in my fury, I am less accurate.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, that's 4 on the dice and 2 on the dice are not gonna cut it.
No.
So that is your turn, Kor-Loq?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
So the other guy finishes, he looks around behind him, and he's like, well, let's call in the big guy. And he uncorks a bottle and pours it into the urn. You guys don't even need a perception check. A foul-smelling mist fills the air. And he draws out his sword.
Can you show us on the map where the urn is located?
Yeah, the urn is to the left of the tent. You guys are basically, from your perspective, it would be southeast of you. About 55 feet. A foul mist is filling the air.
In the distance, we hear the
Making
beast.
weird sounds too. Like it must be bubbling or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gurgling. It's. I actually am running Sirenscape for our audio. Shout out to Sirenscape, and by Sirenscape I mean my daughter.
You mean Sophie's Cape?
It's Sophiescape.
All right, so is it my turn now?
It is Makoto's turn.
All right.
Yes.
So seeing my friend Kor-Loq fail to take down this wolf, I will quickly run up and flank it and try to chop it down.
Give it that slap chop.
I will definitely try.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Alright, so... Nice. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that do.
Nice. I do 12 slashing damage to this wolf.
Guess how much health this wolf has?
Not enough.
He has exactly 12.
He only has 10.
Oh, nice. So, I guess I'm gonna cut its head off really swiftly. Try to give it a quick death, because I don't like hurting animals normally.
Yeah, you cut down this wolf. You see it's a little mangy. It's not like it's not roided out. It looks like it hasn't eaten a whole lot. He's dispatched quite thoroughly.
I clean the blood up with my blade and kind of do a little mini prayer as I end my turn.
Chase, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
What spell you gonna cast?
Well, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna fly over here to these two guys,
Okay.
the wolf and this guy with the name.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Thunderclap.
I love it.
Did I do that wrong? It said 6.
It's the damage. They have to make a Constitution save.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wow, my attack sucks. Nobody's gonna get
Wow.
this.
So
Nice.
I rolled 2 d20s, and they both got a 2.
So I win?
Now you dealt 5 damage to both of them. Or what is it, 6 damage? Yeah, 6 damage to both of
6.
them.
And also, you can hear my thunderclap from 100 feet away.
Hey Viggo, what is your dex?
My dexterity is my dex mod is +1.
Okay.
Also, real quick, you didn't ask if my turn was over. I'm just flying back 5 more feet, because I can fly 30 feet, and that was 5, and then that's 6. So
How high in the air were you when you flew up to those people?
I was still about 10 or 15.
Okay. Because you flew in and then flew away, they are going to get attacks of opportunity. The wolf is out of range, but the guy is going to swing with a sword. Since you are a bit out of range, I am going to give him disadvantage, but he's still going to try.
Oh god, okay.
How much reach does this guy have with his sword?
I mean,
Oh, he probably jumped too.
Well, you had to get within range of him to thunderclap.
yeah, I
him,
mean,
so-
assuming he's maybe a
Oh,
5 foot tall
Thunderclap's
dude.
at 5 feet.
I'm assuming he's
Oh.
at least a 5 foot tall dude, and if he's got like a long sword, that's probably adds maybe.
Oh yeah, no, I thought she could cast it from 15 feet away.
No.
Yeah,
you're gonna-
flying
you're gonna
in
get
and
hit.
casting it, and then trying to leave. Yeah, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah,
Yep.
Maybe. He said maybe.
maybe.
Cast at disadvantage, so
He is going
not
to swing at
cast. He's gonna hit
disadvantage.
it with disadvantage.
He is going to swing his sword at disadvantage.
Who knows, you know?
We don't have any Phoenix Downs.
Yeah, at disadvantage he rolled a 5, so nah, he's good.
Okay, cool.
I mean, his
Oh,
non-disadvantage
so
was
that
only a
one.
7.
I'm
so.
good. Phew. Okay. I'm alive for at least another turn.
For that fumble, he hits the wolf for 1 damage.
Yeah!
Because he
That's
just
awesome. I was gonna ask if there was a consequence for the.
I might get more creative with natural ones, but I need to customize some options. But we're just gonna say
They're so situational.
he jumped up and swung at you, and he just completely whiffed, and the back swing hit the wolf for 1 damage.
And he fall down, go boom.
No,
not fall
I mean,
Damn.
no. You know what? Yeah, he's prone. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
He fell down, go
Love
boom. At the end of your turn, you hear a voice ring out, and it says, "Ugh, friends bring food. Oh no, ugh, friends in danger."
Does everyone hear that?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. There's a guy, he tromping in. He begged it with club. That is his turn, though. He is now
Uh-oh.
going to be on the initiative order. His name Ugg, and he's here.
Word.
Can I yell something out of turn?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna like immediately, as soon as I see him, completely flip my switch, and I'm gonna hold up the wolf's head and go, "Ugh, have food."
Roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh, nice! I'm
Be
proficient
good at
in
this.
that.
He rolled a 14.
You
I
did roll
rolled
a
a
14. You did roll a 14. Here's the downside. You just killed one of Ugg's friends.
He doesn't know that I killed him. I just said I have food.
Yeah, but he knows these guys. How about this? How about this?
Can he roll an insight or something?
No, yeah, I'll have him roll insight.
Oh, nice. I'll give it to him.
yeah.
Yep, I'll give it to him.
Now I'm
He
gonna
rolled a
give you this
14.
benefit. He might
Oh,
not
okay.
he might not go for you first now.
I'm the closest, so.
But to be more exact on what you see, it's an ogre, and he has a big mace.
Okay. I was gonna say, does he have a tree branch or a tree?
It's basically a tree branch, yeah. You see
just a
a
giant
Oh.
tree?
he's a big gray ogre, and he's got a tree branch. Yeah, Ugg friends in danger, and he runs in.
We are Ugg's new friends. We will give you more food.
I don't believe you. His turn is now after yours. He just ran in after your turn. After Vigo's turn.
Okay.
Or before Vigo's turn. It is now Vigo's turn.
All right. Okay. So obviously, I'm a little slow to react, but the party is quite spread out. Let me see here. So, is this the prisoner, or is that one of the bandits?
Yeah, the guy kneeling down. He's kind of chained and he's kind of out of it.
Okay.
He's
so
not
that's
like
the prisoner.
Yeah, he's not like bleeding
this is
out.
the boss of the bandits, and this is the other random guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So from your perspective, the bandit leader is behind the camp, the tent, heading towards you guys. There's the man knocked out. He's not like bleeding out. Like he doesn't seem like he's dying, but he's not like in a mood to probably fight for you. And the other guy is in front of Chase to the left of the tent, and Ugg is behind him, about 20 feet behind him.
Okay. And there is a foul-smelling mist emanating from here.
Yes.
Okay.
You can intuit that they set that to summon Ugg. And perhaps the loud, thunderous noise made him rush to his friend's aid quicker than just the mist may have done.
Right.
I'm not
okay.
saying that that's my fault, but.
But
It's a possibility. It's certainly...
darn pixie shenanigans. Okay.
I'm a fairy!
No one... Scholars still remain at odds of whether that thunderclap was loud or not.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. Gotcha. I would like to... Let's see, I'm going to move approximately here, letting out a ululating war cry, beating the small leather drum at my side, and invoke my bardic powers to cast
Yay.
a silent image. And what I'm going to do is create the illusion that I'm invoking a flaming elemental spirit-like monster. So a 15-foot tall humanoid flickering shape erupts from the campfire here.
That's
Next to
awesome.
this guy. It doesn't create any heat, but it looks, I'd create the illusion that I've controlled the flame into a threatening figure, at least as tall, if not larger than Og over here.
Yeah. That's awesome.
As my bonus action, I would like to, I will use my bardic inspiration on Makoto.
Oh. thank you,
So
sir.
yes, I grant you inspiration. As I rush past, you feel the wind of the my spiritual ancestors passing over you, and Yes, I inspire you to go kill that guy.
Yeah, the beating of the drum fills you with vigor.
Exactly. Fills your heart with determination.
Small note, and this is for everyone's sake. Just because it is a podcast medium, we are going to do our best, and I'm at fault too, of trying not to say things like over there or point it to the map. So if you run forward like 40 feet, just say I'm going to go forward 40 feet, kind of. Obviously, it's your first time doing this and our third time doing this, so it's hard to get in the habit of.
Visuals in the podcast, so
yeah.
I watched it on YouTube. But
Yeah.
yes, so yeah, I'll travel alongside the side of the camp. Then once I'm behind the campfire, I'll invoke my magic and grant inspiration to Makoto on my way.
Nice. I really love that visual of like the fire elemental coming out of the campfire. You know what?
Yeah, it's good.
Give you some inspiration. That is a resource that I will allow you to build up. Basically, you can use it to reroll a d20 of your choosing whenever you want.
When you say build up,
Does that mean more than one?
Yeah, sure. If
Yeah.
you want to never use your inspiration and have like 40 and then just like go hard ass crazy in one counter, do it. Do know that using an inspiration might save your life multiple times, but hey, it's up to you of when you use it.
fair. Use it right now. JK, I don't think I have inspiration.
The nebulous figure that was Tobias earned one at one point.
I got one.
Oh yeah, Kor-Loq got
It
one
was
too.
a better crossbow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, to be fair, that was a good line. That line doesn't exist. That line was erased from history.
Erased from history. Well, this is a better campfire.
This is a better campfire. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, you have inspiration for that, and they're afraid of that.
It'll at least catch them off guard. I'm hoping that the bandit leader will back off and we can cluster them around in the same area, towards Ogre.
Oh yeah,
Is my intention here.
it is certainly going to have an effect of some kind.
Mm-hmm. And I will maintain concentration on this illusion until further notice.
I love it.
Pass.
It's awesome.
Pass.
It is the other wolf's turn, and can't reach Chase, and does not have enough movement to get to Makoto, so it is kind of just gonna run up here and kind of chill under Chase, and it's jumping up and snapping at you, but it's not doing anything. You're too high up for it to reach.
It did not go over there. It went to the northeast corner underneath
Yes.
of where I am currently flying.
Yes, you are correct. That thing that I just said to everyone. Yeah, it ran. It basically is. Since D&D plays out in turns, it's essentially running circles around you, trying to jump up and nip at you. But it is currently at this moment in time, about 5 feet north of you. But let's say he's running around in circles, just jumping up in the air and biting. But he's not getting anywhere.
Bloody hell, you have to at least buy me dinner first. God.
Top of the initiative, round 2. Bandit leader sees this giant fire thing come out of the campfire. He's going to he said, "What are you guys?" And he's gonna take a swing at the campfire while retreating. The blade passes through, but he doesn't. I'm gonna give him an insight roll actually.
Yes. The difficulty will be 12.
And he got a 14.
He did still use his turn swinging at it, and when he noticed the blade just kind of harmlessly pass through, he says, "Oh, tricky one, ain't you, horse?" That will be his turn. He is going to move around the fire and kind of threateningly engage the party. He did use up his turn swinging at it, but he does now realize it is an illusion.
Gotcha.
But hey, you wasted.
Although
you-
a cord would pass through a fire naturally, but he probably realizes there's no heat coming off.
Yeah, he intuited that it was some sort of shenanigans. It is Kor-Loq's turn.
It is Kor-Loq's turn. Still in his rage, he's going to make a beeline for the bandit captain. So I'm going to rush towards the camp. All right, yeah. So I'm going to rush towards the bandit captain, getting right onto his side.
I have utter faith in your ability to roll higher than 4. You got this.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll see. So yeah, I will do a my action to bite. And I got a 17.
Hey, roll that
Nice.
damage.
Excellent. I will. I'll just have to add on the rage modifier for that. So my damage is. Oh, I think I rolled the wrong one. So that's actually going to be 7 points of damage from that bite.
Okay, 7 damage.
And then, bonus action, I will bite at him again. That is a 9 to hit.
That does not hit, as one might assume.
All right, so I rip into it. I rip into like his left arm a little bit, and then when I try to go back, I guess he like dodges out of the way just in time.
Yeah, you bite him and you get a good chunk out of him, and he's surprised. He's just reeling at all of these things that are happening. A fairy flying around, a centaur creating a fire spirit, and a crazy lizard man biting his arm. He's flabbergasted, to say the least, and I'm gonna give him my -2 for the rest of his turn because he just does not know what's happening. But you deal a hefty little bit of damage. Your second bite, though, he dodges back. He's surprised, but he's still agile.
All right, and that's it for Kor-Loq's turn.
All right. The other bandit is going to give up on the endeavors of hitting the flying pixie, and he's going to rush the guy that just bit his boss. That being said, does a 12 hit you, Kor-Loq?
12 does not hit Kor-Loq.
All right. So he brings down this short sword he's got, and it just kind of skirts off of your. What are you wearing? Are you wearing like hide?
No, it is my hide. It doesn't even cut through my scales.
Yeah, it kind of just skirts off your scales harmlessly. Skirt. It swerves off your scales. And that will be his turn. Makoto, you're on deck.
Alright, so seeing them kind of gang up on Kor-Loq, I'm gonna run due west so that I can try to this great sword wielder who just ran over and tried to attack my friend. And I'm going to try to chop at him.
Yeah, give him that chop.
Nice. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Right. He takes 7 slashing damage.
All right, you deal him a hefty 7. He's looking pretty bad. He's still up there, but he's taken a few hits.
And I shout at him, "Just leave before you die."
And he says, I might die, but my friend will kill you too.
I might die, but you could.
but maybe you do. Everything of that. Maybe both of us die.
We'll both die.
Maybe we both die. Why not both?
Is the bandit captain Tommy Wiseau?
Yes. Bandit leader, played by Tommy Wiseau. Now then, good gentleman, and by good gentleman I mean the one in the group who's not a man. Chase, it is your turn.
So, here's what I got thought out, okay? Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. I have nothing.
You got some spells.
Oh.
You got some healings. You could
Got
heal yourself.
spells.
Oh, hey.
You are pretty hurt.
I am.
You have been hit.
But...
But...
okay. So...
So far, to kind of paint a picture, you are currently the closest to Ugg. Makoto is also pretty close. In front of Makoto, there is a Scrub Bandit. In front of him is Kor-Loq. To the left of Kor-Loq is the leader. And past the campfire and campsite is Viggo. There's also a wolf to your left.
I'm gonna go a little bit in front of Og.
It's Ugg, like he Ugg.
Sorry. I'm gonna go a little in front of Og.
Yes.
And I'm gonna cast my last level 1 spell that I have until we rest, and it's gonna be Thunder Wave.
So Ugg must roll his con save. I will let you know, he's a big man. He's got a pretty good con. But he rolls a 5, so he does take that full 12 damage, which is a good amount.
Excellent.
And I believe you push him away.
He's been knocked off the stage, so
I
Smash
definitely
Brothers
do
rules.
something.
Yeah, you knocked him
Yes,
off my.
yeah, he's knocked off the stage.
You knocked him off my map, which does mean by Smash rules he has exploded. But unfortunately, he's stronger than Smash Brothers. He is still
Yeah.
he is now
10 feet away.
he is 10 feet away. The bad news is he was only 10 feet away to begin with, so he is still 20 feet.
Also, any unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are also pushed 10 feet away. So the urn would also get pushed 10 feet away.
Yeah, the urn is knocked over. It is blasted into pieces.
I don't know if that helps me or not, but
It's blasted to pieces.
I mean, it's thunder, so if it you let's say you launched it into that tree and it shatters.
that sounds better, I guess.
Give me a con save from the foul-smelling mist that was released as you shattered it near you. Yeah, 14. You're fine.
I rolled a 14, yeah.
It just smells kind of bad, but none of like the liquid and the foul goop got on you or anything.
Thank Jesus for that.
Yeah. I have bad news, and that's that it's Ugg's turn. He's gonna come up to you, and he's gonna swing his great club at you. And I want to warn you, my encounters are designed to kill you, and well, let's see if he hits you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Does a 23 hit your AC?
No, not at all. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I have 15. for my
Oh,
armor,
right.
which
Let's
really
roll that.
doesn't make-
Let's roll that damage.
Oh, that beautiful great club damage.
Oh God.
He does 12 damage to you.
Well, peace out, Cub Scouts. I'm dead.
Yeah.
You're just knocked out.
Yeah, you're just knocked out. You're fine. You're fine. So, Ugg runs forward. He goes, "Tiny flying thing hurt Ugg. Ugg smash."
So here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
I also take fall damage, don't I?
We'll add 1 damage to that because he just swung down and it just hit your body and just dragged you into the ground.
Okay.
So,
just double checking on that.
So yeah, Ugg smash. You knocked him back, and he ran forward and just swung the great club down. And you thought you could dodge it, and it was way bigger than you were expecting. You're like, I'm gonna fly like 4 feet out of the way, and it still hit you. It just smashes you straight to the ground, and you are definitely not conscious and are bleeding everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And by
So all you see is this.
circle because she doesn't have very much blood to begin with.
Yeah, there's not much. There's
Yeah.
You did that thing instead of like sidestepping the club, you just like ran in its direction of effect.
Yeah, you're like, I'll fly away from it, and no. It's that thing in the movies where like there's a tower falling and people run the direction the tower's falling instead of like 10 feet to the left. Not your best move.
Nobody ever said I was the brightest fairy.
Yeah. So you're unconscious, and
Yes, I am.
what you can intuit from that intelligence check is you've got about 30 seconds before your body dissipates.
We have a bard in our party now.
You do have a bard in your party. There is good bad news. The bad news is Ugg smashed.
The other bad news is that I don't know any healing spells.
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
I didn't take them.
Oh no.
I took Silent Image to make flame monsters instead, okay?
Hey. It was pretty cool. Yeah, Ugg smashed and he goes, Ugg friends named him Ugg Protect. It's really sad, guys. They named him Ugg because he's ugly. He doesn't know, though. He doesn't know that.
They call Ugg because Ugg like Ugg.
Yeah, they saw him and they're like, Ugg, and he's like, I have a name. It's
Ugg didn't
Must
even know
protect.
concept of name before.
yeah. So that's Ugg's turn. Viggo, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, gee, now my priorities have changed slightly because my original intention was to go and check on the prisoner, and now we have a dying fairy to take care of.
Yeah, and to your knowledge, you've got about 30 seconds before that is quote-unquote permanent.
Before she turns into jewelry. So, let's see.
She gets
I
bedazzled.
take my action to clap my hands because I really believe in fairies, and I don't want her to die.
It doesn't work as intended.
You guys.
The bad news is it doesn't work. The good news is that was a free action.
Believe fairies can't die.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick with my original plan. I'd like to move across this large log. Do I need to roll anything to get across this, or
Nah.
can I hop over this bench? Basically?
I mean, I've seen horses do things. They can
Wow.
jump
I've
over.
seen horses do
I've
things.
seen horses do things. I feel as
Well,
though
would it be considered difficult terrain if I wanted to move from here to here?
I would
and then to
say
here.
I would
It is
say
what I'm
difficult terrain's a fair assessment. But I mean,
Okay.
you've got the movement to do it, even with that being difficult terrain.
Exactly. Okay, just double checking. So
Yeah, you're good.
With my 50 feet of movement speed, I'm able to leap over this log, alongside
Majestically.
the
Got it.
flaming beast, and
Mhm.
I will attack with my coup stick, which has the same stats as a quarterstaff.
That's awesome.
Against the bandit leader here.
Okay, go for it.
So I would like to strike at him as I move alongside. I'm now flanking with Kor-Loq. Does that mean I get advantage?
Yes, give yourself advantage.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So attacking at a +5 with advantage.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof, that's a 1 and a 3.
No.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
I suppose I might as well.
Go for it. I'm gonna let you roll that with advantage again because
Inspiration removed. Re-advantage.
yeah. If you miss 2 more times, I have nothing. Wow.
Oh my god.
12.
Wow. You rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 7. Unfortunately, your highest roll of 12 does not hit his AC. And I'm sorry you
Well,
just
it
missed.
goes over his head.
I'm sorry you
Now,
missed
I
40
can continue
20s.
on- Yeah. It goes over his head. I can continue on without an attack of opportunity because I did at least attack him, even though I didn't hit him.
Yes,
And then I
you.
will
You basically
end
have spring
my
attacks.
movement. Yes, right, because I have mobile spring attacks. I will end my movement here, and take a closer look at this prisoner. What do I see?
He seems dressed fairly well. He's kind of like he looks not, I don't want to say like an aristocrat, but he looks like he would probably hold a comfortable seat, but he does have he is armed too, so like not a complete highbrow person, but not necessarily an armored warrior either, if that makes sense. Kind of somewhere in between. Like he holds a station, but he also has the ability to protect himself. But he is unconscious, and he is chained.
Okay, you said he was on the ground and he's just wrapped in chains. Is he attached to something, or is he just?
He's not wrapped. It's just his arms. His arms are bound behind him, and he was like kneeling, so he's like hunched over.
Gotcha.
But he seems like he's still breathing. He just was knocked out. Before the bandit leader ran towards the guys, he socked him and knocked him out.
All right. Well, that'll be my turn, I suppose.
All right. I do apologize that the dice was not in your favor. I thought 4 d20s might get you there, but hey, happens.
Roll 20. Fuck you. That's why.
Roll 20. None of those are above a 10 ever. No,
Roll 20 where the DM crits the first time he rolls.
And hey, you guys are not rolling well this fight, and I'm rolling well, so that's gonna happen.
Such is life.
The campaign we did previously, where John ran a Storm of King's Thunder, I played the face of the party, and I literally never once in the 2 years I was playing rolled above a 10 on my persuasion. It happened, I think, one time ever.
Yeah, maybe one time.
Maybe one time, but literally out of like the 40 times I rolled persuasion, they were all under 10. It was absurd.
In like a 2-year campaign, it was so ridiculous.
BS. But anyways, it is the wolf that was previously nipping at Chase. Chase is down, so he's gonna go for Makoto, and probably not do much because these wolves are terrible at everything they try.
Wolf runs at me. I like yell at the wolf.
He's gonna go for a bite. I rolled a 17 on the die. That's a 22.
That hits.
You take 5 damage.
All right, and I need to do a strength saving throw.
Yeah, he's pouncing on you. He's trying to knock you prone.
This can happen. Yep, it might happen.
Wow. Yeah, you rolled a 5 on the dice for an 8. So
Yeah.
this is not going good for you guys.
Actually, can I use my bardic inspiration for that?
You use your bardic
Yes,
die.
you absolutely may.
All right, give me that roll.
Hey,
Alright.
that
That was
5.
exactly what I needed.
That 5 puts you above the DC 13, so you are not knocked prone.
Nice. Alright, I'll get rid of that marking.
That was
Thank
a
you for
really
the
helpful
bardic
bardic inspiration.
That was clutch.
That was very clutch.
Alright, so I take 9 damage.
Yeah. It is now the bandit leader's turn.
I
And
am
he is...
super bloodied.
Yeah, this is a deadly encounter. It's bandit leader's turn, and he's gonna take a scimitar slash against Matt. Against Kor-Loq, rather.
Okay.
He rolled a 14 on the die for a 19.
That hits me.
Yeah. For 9 damage.
For 5 damage.
Yes.
I think you mean.
Actually, round down for 4 damage.
Ooh, even better.
Yeah, it's very clutch, especially for a low-level character, taking half damage. And that is his turn. He is going to, he's just gonna chill where he is. I was gonna have him he's gonna step around to flank you, which he should have done before he attacked, but hey, he hit anyways.
I'm actually not bloodied. I forgot that 2d6 damage is not what I took. I took 5, not 9.
Yeah, you took 5. So yeah, it is Kor-Loq's turn. The bandit leader does look pretty bad, the wolf looks pretty bad, and the scrub looks pretty bad. Ogre's taken 12 damage. He's not unharmed, but he's still trucking. So all the enemies,
Yeah.
well, you guys are pretty hurt. The enemies are all pretty hurt too. So there is that.
Okay. Then I feel like Kor-Loq would, since he's still in this rage, he's just gonna try to just keep going after this bandit captain because he's the last guy who hit him.
Yeah, go for it.
Point number 1, 15.
Yeah, 15 hits him. That's his AC.
There you go. So that is 5 points of damage because I'm raging.
All right. Oh. Matt.
Yeah.
He had 6 health left.
Oh, that's okay because I still have a bonus action to bite him again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 19 that you rolled earlier.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, because I mean it was your second attack. You just clicked the wrong thing, so I'll take your yeah. Yeah, you rolled a 19 for your second one, so you can roll that damage. Any amount kills him. So
8.
How do you want to bite him? Where do you bite him?
On his asshole.
I feel like so like my first bite kind of just like tears into him and like it weakens him a little bit, so he like kind of like slumps down a little bit, and then when he looks back up at me, it's just like full on, just like I just bite his head, and it just
Damn.
at that point it just crushes in.
Damn, dude. Okay.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty metal. He crumples. He doesn't have a head anymore, which is not conducive to being alive.
Go figure.
He just has one of those anime blood fountains.
He really, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And you have blood on your face. And Matt, give me an intimidation
You
roll
big disgrace.
with advantage.
Yeah, because like after that, like there's the guy who's like right behind me, so I just like turn and look at him.
Yeah, give me an intimidation with advantage. If you want, you can just press it. You can just press it twice.
Yeah, I'll just press it twice.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that's a natural 20, my dude.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the guy whose turn it is next is going to run away, and both you and Makoto will get attacks of opportunity.
Okie doke.
Because he is right between you guys, and he just looks at you, and he goes, "Oh, this isn't worth it at all."
I got a 15.
Yeah, yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, I got a 9. I saw John's
so
roll.
The roll your attack again because you are flanking him.
Oh, right.
Oh, 16.
So both of
15
you,
still.
yeah, nice double 15. Both of you roll that damage.
9.
So 13 damage total.
So he had 4 health left, and you did 13. He Matt, you're gonna get Matt.
Rage.
I hope you know you're getting inspiration for that natural 20 on that intimidation.
Oh, I'll tell you.
But you bite the leader twice. You bite off his head, blood all over your face. You just turn to this guy. He goes, "Oh, this isn't worth it at all." And he tries running, and he gets like 3 steps. And Makoto crosses, swings the sword down one side, which causes him to like spin towards you, and you just bite out his throat.
Awesome.
And Viggo's looking at you two, and Viggo, what are your thoughts on what just happened?
My thoughts is that the ogre won't be the one having the meal tonight.
Yeah, Kor-Loq, give yourself inspiration for that double kill natural 20 intimidate.
Kor-Loq, I owe you a drink tonight.
I just roar.
Kill Manjaro.
Makoto, it is your turn. It looks like the wolf is gonna run away. You can he's backing up. It's not his turn yet, but he is most assuredly.
Can I do like a kind of like scream at him with like an intimidation check and just see if he'll run away?
Yeah.
Just as like a free thing and go.
I mean, if this wasn't D&D and things didn't happen in turn, he is in the process of running away.
Yeah.
But
so
you
I
know,
just kind of like scream at him.
yeah, yeah. But since this is D&D and it's not his turn yet, he is not run away yet. But you can intuit that he is doing that. He is running. He has turned tail and fleed.
Then I will run up to my little fairy friend and I will use one of my potions on her.
I regret to inform you that if you did have potions, the magic within them has been nullified, much like all the other items in your possession.
Okay, well I do not have a potion, then I am going to run up and I am going to use my great weapon thingy so that I will take 5 off of my 2 hit to try to add 10 to my attack damage.
Yeah, I'll say that you ran up and you're like, oh, I've got potions, and you reach in your pouch, and you know normally health potions are like a pinkish red color, and they got some like sparkles in there, and you go to look at it, and it's just like this muddy gray color, and you're like, you quickly realize that like magic stopped working when you went in the portal, so this is probably not working either. I could make you roll an intelligence check, but I think with everything going on, you probably quickly realize that is now just
if
like dirty water.
Color at all, my character would notice.
Yeah, it's just like dirty water now, basically.
Yeah, I kind of shake my head and I go, well, damage it is, and I kind of clutch my sword from above my right shoulder and I swing it down. Remember -5.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, 3 doesn't hit him.
Nope. All right, that ends my turn.
Okay.
Natural 3.
Yeah, Chase. If you're still with us, give me a death save.
If I'm still with you. What the?
That's a failure.
Wow, that's a 2 on the die. You guys can. Other than Matt, other than Kor-Loq, no one can roll today except for me.
I don't know how we're even gonna save her. We
This
don't
is-
have any healers.
Yeah, this is
I'm the healer.
yeah, this is bad for you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
and you were up in people's faces.
We decided to go with Roy Jenkins for no good reason.
Hey.
So I guess that's what happens.
I'm not the healer anymore, bitches.
Guess what? I'm always the healer. And guess what? I always do the thing I'm not supposed to do. It's fine.
Hey, I have bad and good news. We'll get to those later. It's Ugg's turn.
No, no.
Ugg goes.
Oh, wait, here's the bad good news.
Unrelated, more bad news. It's Ugg's turn. He looks at you and he says, "You killed Ugg's only friends. Now you be kill."
I go, no. It is survival of the fittest. We are now Ugg's friends because we are more strong. We will provide you with all the food.
I have good news. Also, I don't know why that's rolling 2 GM, but he rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
He's
That's
crying. He's
amazing.
crying. Hey, guess what, Makoto? He's crying.
Yes.
He missed his swing because he's crying. He swings down, and he's so demoralized that he drops his weapon and he's just weeping. But he seems very angry, and he quickly reaches down to pick it back up. And that is his turn.
When it's down on the ground, I still have that wolf head, like, wrapped around, like, my waistband or something. I kind of, like, throw it by his foot. Here, food.
I'm gonna roll a D100. If it is above 80, I might give it to you. But anything under 80, he's
20% chance.
20% chance.
I'll take those odds.
That
You
is
shouldn't have taken the
that is
odds.
no good. He is just crying and
probably
he's
really
furious.
pissed off now.
Yeah,
He's like probably super sad and super angry.
he's
and,
very
like,
angry.
Why would you feed me my friend?
Yeah. Ugg finally had friends and they're gone. At least to him he had friends, and that's really all that matters.
And I look up at him and I go, Ugg means ugly.
Now he's crying harder.
Wow!
Uh,
Give the magic touch.
it's Viggo's turn.
I'm going to move back around the tent so that I'm in view of, so that the ogre can see me.
Yeah.
And then I will just, rear up, brandish my staff, and just shout at the ogre. It's like, admit you are beaten. Go peacefully, and we won't hurt you anymore. So I'm just going to attempt to roll to intimidate.
Yeah, roll me. I will let you choose between intimidate or persuasion, but I'm giving you disadvantage because he's distraught. But you can choose which one you're rolling.
Okay, well, I'm using intimidation. So.
Okay.
Well, he's a guy, so.
Whatever. So that's a 15, I suppose.
I'm going to have him roll, and I'm just going to give him a flat, let's say a flat 7 to this, because he's currently enraged at the death of his friends. Unfortunately, the 10 on the die, with making it 17, will beat your 15. But if you continue to do well, I will probably lower that roll, and if you make him more mad, I will make that bonus go up, if you keep trying this.
All right. Well, I use my remaining bonus action to grant an additional inspiration die Makoto.
Okay.
Because if it has to be done the he's the one to do it.
Okay. The wolf... Yeah, that's the end of your turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay. The wolf runs off the board to the north. He gone. It's Kor-Loq's turn.
Cool. So I'm gonna have to do a dash to get into combat.
How much movement do you have?
30.
Okay, yeah. Based on from what I can see, you're right outside that. He's about 35 feet from you.
So I'll do a dash action to get right beside Makoto, right up in Ugg's face here, and
I think you can still bite on a bonus action, can't you?
I can. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Bonus action, and you know what? I'll do I'll spend one of my inspirations for this.
Go for it.
So first roll is 10. Second roll is
Ooh,
Natural
20.
20.
a natural 20 for a 24.
Get it. Do that damage. He has already taken 12 damage.
That is 7 points of damage then.
All right. That is a very good hit. Where do you bite him, Matt?
Seeing how big he is, I mean, I'm probably gonna go like for his calf.
Okay, he's not like huge. I would say. I mean, he is a giant, but
he's still a like a bigger.
Yeah, I would say he's
than
like.
I am.
He's like 10 feet tall.
I honestly feel like I would go straight for like like I said, probably like his lower leg.
Okay, yeah.
Would a lizard man dashing be on all fours anyway? So.
Right.
I think so.
That's a cool image.
Sprinting forward like an alligator.
That's a cool image to me. So yeah, you sprint forward, you jump up, you bite his calf, and if you want, Matt, I will let you continue your move and bite his leg and slide out behind him in one action, because it sounds and looks cool to me.
All right.
So you can slide behind him and flank with Makoto.
Okay, sorry, the turn order thing's in the way.
Yeah. So what it looks like in my mind is like you're running on all fours. You like go through his legs. You like bite out his calf, and then you kind of like do a slide drift behind and.
I like clamp down on the leg, and then my momentum of the dash kind of just like drags me around. So like my teeth kind of just like scrape like around his leg.
Yeah, that's what kind of the image I was having, and I thought that might be cool to do that, and then also gain a flanking bonus. So yeah, you do that.
Yeah, that's it for me.
He's looking real rough. Makoto, can you finish it?
So, as Ugg looks back over at Kor-Loq, I'm going to use the opportunity while he's distracted to kind of rear back my sword as much as possible and go, "We gave you an opportunity to flee," and bring it down on, like, his other leg, the one that did not get attacked.
Roll me that attack with advantage.
And I'm also still going to be doing the -5. For
Okay.
the extra plus 10 damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's probably not enough. Because I'm rolling like crap. I rolled a 13, so that would be an 8.
Yeah, sadly, that is no good. Chase, give me...
Oh, actually, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration.
Go for it. Give me
Can I
that.
please get
How
that
many
roll?
of those do you get? 2?
He just gave me another one.
Oh, right.
There's an extra 3.
The good news is he's a big, squishy target. He doesn't have a high AC. His AC is only 11, so that does hit.
Oh, that ties. Nice. Excellent.
Wait, his AC's 11.
Finish him.
And that does 20 damage.
Jesus, yeah. He had 11 left, so that dispatches him.
I just kind of chop off his entire leg and kind of step to the side so he doesn't fall on me.
That's just rude. So yeah, you cut off his leg, he collapses. Chase, give me a death save.
And as he falls, if he has any life left in him, I will very carefully cut like his carotid artery or something and just try to end its misery. I definitely would not let him
Just
I
bleed out.
rolled a 16.
All right, so
Good
you
job.
did pass a death save.
I give CPR to the fairy.
I'm just gonna make this pretty simple. Does anyone have a way of healing ability?
Is anyone proficient in medicine, maybe?
Me. So funny.
Can I maybe like use the last of my alcohol and try to clean up the wounds and use a medicine roll even if I'm not proficient?
I will let you attempt this.
Improvised tools.
Improvised tools.
Ooh, I did not mean to roll with advantage, but the
You're
first one was a
fine.
13.
Unfortunately, it was a pretty high DC due to the amount of negative she went.
Yeah.
But I'll say you clean it up, and if this was anywhere else, you feel like this would probably do the trick. But about 20 seconds later, you do see Chase's body start dissipating.
Wait, I didn't have a third death save.
No, you did not, because
It's like a time limit
it's
thing.
a time limit
He
thing.
did warn us.
Yeah, I gave pretty. That being said, though, the bandit leader and the Cyclops, or the ogre rather, not Cyclops, also begin dissipating. If you'd like a collection of your pretties, you have the bandit leader dropped 3 red ones. So you intuit that maybe things can drop more than 1, for obvious reasons, because it happened. The scrub guy left behind 1, the wolf left behind 1, and the ogre, as he's dissipating, there is a light blue one. So
Can you remind me how many red ones we got before?
6 previously,
It was 6.
and then 4 more
Okay.
here. And now a blue jewel.
So we're up to 10 red and 1 light blue.
Yes, 10 and 1 light blue.
Alright, if no one else wants to, I'll put that in my inventory. Keep track of it.
Okay. Does anyone want to go talk to the guy?
wanna
As we close
Pick
out
up,
this
I'm gonna
this
pick
section?
up Chase. Oh wait, Chase's body's
Yeah,
gone.
Chase's body's
Like,
gone.
it's just gone?
It basically turned into like strands of light and ribbons and just flowed off of her body.
I go, I couldn't save her, even with my drink. What good is this?
It would seem the rules are very different in this realm.
But yeah, does any of you go and talk
Are we
to
not
the...
being drawn back into the shadows or something like
Not
that?
quite yet, no. Chase is gone, but everything else is still as normal. The guy is rousing slowly. He's kind of just like, what happened?
Kind of looking for answers. I go, we saved you from some bandits. What were you doing out here? Why are you alone?
I'm the mayor's aide. When he and his daughter was kidnapped, I came out with a small group. Unfortunately, the group, most of us didn't make it. Some of us were carried off to some cave, and they kept me behind. They said they knew I was the aide, and they knew I'd have the key, but I don't know what key they're talking about.
Is anyone able to follow or spot tracks?
I do have survival proficiency.
Kor-Loq does too.
Perhaps we should try to find this cave.
You do see there is some drag marks and some more feet going to the west, the opposite direction that Ugg came.
Perhaps we should take a a quick 30 minutes and rest if we have the time. If not, we can make haste.
So,
I mean-
wait,
I'm a little
did
hurt,
Chase
but I
turn
have
into a
second mind.
gemstone or not? I forget.
Chase
Oh,
is
yeah,
gone.
Did she not leave a gemstone
It's
behind?
vanished.
She did not
She
leave
did
a
not leave a
gemstone
stone.
behind.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't TPK to farm gemstones.
Nope. After your conversation with this guy, he tells you that basically other people of the group were taken, and you see tracks to the west. And as you realize that there's tracks to the west, you posit the thought of maybe resting, and a floating black-robed specter appears in front of all of you guys. And he says with a raspy voice, he says, "This is not right. There must be 4. You will go back, then return for more." And as that happens, your vision goes dark, and that is where we'll end the episode.
Wait, we have 4! There's this bro right next to us!